A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News with me, Abrar Rabith, coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Christmas Centre here in the Echelon Square in Colombo. Now, before we go into our stories in detail, let's take a look at our headlines.
UNP says new cabinet appointments will be made tomorrow. A special discussion between President Maithripala Sirisena and the SLFP parliamentary group this evening. Authorities in Maldives prepare corruption investigation against a former Maldivian president Abdullah Yamin.
Now, in our lead story, a special discussion between President Maithripala Sirisena and the SLFP is to be held at 5 p.m. today at the Presidential Secretariat.
A senior SLFP official told Newsfirst the meeting will focus on the future political program of the party. He added that the president will soon reach a final decision on whether or not to back the current government.
Now, in more local news, a special rally organized by the United National Party will be held at the Golf Face grounds this afternoon.
The rally has been organized to celebrate the appointment of the new Prime Minister and the decision granted by the Supreme Court. The rally will commence at 1 p.m. under the auspices of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, and from morning, UNP supporters from across the country have been arriving at the Golf Face.
Now, in more local news, former Minister Basil Rajapaksa made the following views during a rally.
Sri Lanka Freedom Party has now joined with us in this political journey. It's a big victory for us. However, there are certain parliamentarians from the UNP who had joined us. They have given the assurance to the former President Mahinda Rajapaksa they will not leave no matter what. We should respect them for that. There's another rumor where they say the members of the SLFP will cross over. I think many people have personally informed former President Mahinda Rajapaksa and us that they will stay with President Maithripala Sirisena and they will be working with the opposition group. Now there is a group of SLPP members. We have not given you the membership for our party. We will review. Thereafter we can give the membership. We will not give everyone who asks. SLPP is now feeling young. Certain people say some SLFP members have come to SLPP. It is true. They came. Applications were obtained. Yes, that's right. However, they have not received the membership of the party. Our party's executive committee does not operate like in the past. The membership will be given only after a discussion.
Now, in more local news, the court has granted approval to detain and question the Bangladeshi national who was arrested with 388 million worth of heroin. Police Narcotics Bureau said the approval was granted when the suspect was produced before the Mount Lavinia Magistrates Court.
The arrest was made following a tip-off received to the Police Narcotics Bureau. During the arrest, police seized 23 kilograms of heroin from the suspect's possession. Following further investigations, police discovered 31 kilograms and 329 grams of heroin at the house where the suspect was living on a rented basis in Telgawata, Ratmalana. The stock of heroin was packed in cake wrappings. The preliminary investigations revealed the suspects who were arrested recently with heroin were originally dealing with the Bangladeshi national. The suspects who were arrested on the 15th of this month with heroin was also provided with the drug by the same Bangladeshi national. Police said the suspect was involved in the drug business over a period of time by staying in the country under a visit visa.
In more local news, Namal Karunaratne made these views following a meeting in Kurunegala.
Ranil
Wickremesinghe was sworn in as the Prime Minister again. They will operate as if they have established a new government. We have a responsibility to remind. You ruled this country for 3.5 years, and the people of this country have a lot to criticize about the way you have governed the country. Ranil Wickremesinghe was appointed as the Prime Minister on an earlier occasion and signed a peace agreement. Ranil Prabha agreement is now etched in the history. In 2015, when he was appointed and he played the biggest game one could have played at the central bank and once again made history. He was sworn in as a Prime Minister. Now after this, we are thinking what could be the next game. We need to be vigilant. Especially we need to protect our banks. Now it's like this. Even there are deals involved in the newly appointed cabinet. Arrangements are there. Now there is a rumour where Ravi Karunanayake will be appointed as the Minister of Finance. Why was Ravi Karunanayake stripped off from his position? Why did he leave? If so, there is a similar story as Desi Archie. He had to leave from his ministerial portfolio because he was labelled as a rogue. This is a danger if those kind of people are given the same position they held earlier.
ආරක්ෂා කරගන්න ඕනකම තිබෙනවා.
Now in more local news, the long-standing issue of lack of drinking water in the Suratagama Daham Sevena Vihara in Anuradhapura will see a solution with the opening of a drinking water project.
Thero said the Suratagama Daham Sevena Vihara and the devotees have been facing an issue of lack of drinking water for a long period of time. A drinking water project was presented to the Vihara under the blessings of Venerable Suratagama Aryanyana Thero. Attorney at law Susara Dinar also participated in the occasion. The occasion was also graced by the Anuradhapura Sarananda Parivenadipati, Venerable Udagappala Jnana Loka Thero and Mahasangha along with the area residents.
Now, one person was arrested for transporting a stock of teak wood in the 6th mile post area in Vanathavilluwa.
The Vanathavilluwa police examined a lorry at a police barricade near the 6 mile post in Vanathavilluwa following a tip-off received. Police said the stock of wood was cut from the Morapatava area in Vanathavilluwa. The suspect is due to be produced before the Puttala Magistrate Court. Two suspects were arrested in the Atamboe area in Madhurigiriya with a stock of wood. The raid was carried out based on a tip-off received to the Madhurigiriya Police OIC. The raid was carried out by deploying a police barricade opposite the Madhurigiriya Police. The stock of timber was originally planned to transport from Atamboe to Kandana. The suspects are residents of Madhurigiriya and they are due to be produced before the Hingaragoda Magistrate Court.
Now, views were expressed regarding the establishment of the new cabinet of ministers at a media briefing at the Temple Trees.
We have established a government. We must appoint the cabinet of ministers next. We are trying our best to appoint a cabinet not exceeding 30 ministers and to appoint state ministers and deputy ministers not exceeding 40. There are some who ask us whether the SLFP will join with us. If we are doing that, we will do it very carefully. We will hold interviews and appoint only the good people. Questions were raised regarding Ravi Karunanayake being appointed as the finance minister. He will definitely receive a ministry. We do not know whether it will be the finance ministry or something else. I do not know that. But he is not a person who is not suitable to hold a cabinet ministry.
UPFA parliamentarian S.M. Chandrasena expressed the following views at a media briefing following a meeting in the Kukulkatua area in Nochiagama.
If the democracy is to be protected, there is 101 in the opposition. Give the position of opposition leader to the opposition. Give the position of opposition whip. If not, we will not let parliament function. We will not let the speaker continue the parliament. We will hamper the activities of the parliament.
Now, finally, in our sports news, Kandy Sports Club remained unbeaten in the Interclub Rugby League.
After 6 weeks of exciting rugby, defending champions Kandy Sports Club proved to be too good as they remained unbeaten after defeating Havelock Sports Club 31 points to 21 last evening at Kandy's home in Nithawala. This defeat eventually ended Havelock's unbeaten run in the league. Kandy was dominating throughout the entire game and went into the half-time with a comfortable 21-7 lead. Havis fought back late in the second half by scoring 2 quick tries, but it was too little too late as Kandy replied yet again with a 7-pointer and a penalty.
And And that is all the news for this hour. Join us again next hour for the very latest, coming to you live and direct from the News First Christmas Zone at the Echelon Square here in Colombo. For the News First team, I'm Abrar Abid. A very good afternoon and take care.